filled with evil. But our God, you guys, our God is so good. He's so incredibly good. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Already I have seen the worldwide outpouring of love for my husband. I've heard the testimonies from people my husband inspired to get married, to start families, to seek out a relationship with God. It's the most important one of all.
So that was Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica, speaking out last night about the outpouring of support and about Charlie and his faith.
Last week, he posted on Facebook that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And tell someone about Jesus this weekend.
Joining us now is Charlie Kirk's pastor, David Engelhardt. Pastor Engelhardt, it's really an honor to have you on this morning. I know this must be so difficult for you and for your entire community. But I want to get right to it because we talk about Charlie, and a lot of people talk about him in terms of the political impact he's had. But what struck me about him is that actually, especially in the latter years, it was much more of a message about Christ and about marriage and family love. Talk to us about that part of Charlie, because I think that's his real legacy.
Yeah, thank you, Rachel, Brian, and Kevin, for having me on. I just want to first say we love Erica and her family. Our prayers are with her kids, and the Turning Point staff who are so deeply hurt by this tragedy. And for listeners that want to support them, please tpusa.com to support. You know, Charlie's candle of faith, it hit the gasoline of this spiritual and political environment of 2020. And he was seeing two things. One, strip clubs open, churches locked down, and pastors that were standing really boldly and saying, we're not going to do this anymore. And Charlie got lit ablaze. He started surrounding himself like people like Pastor Rob McCoy. And there was a synergy of this kind of foundation of truth and virtue that he had, and a realization of the need to proclaim the gospel for this reason. We want freedom, but unless you have a moral and virtuous people, this is the famous John Adams quote, you cannot have our constitutional republic with freedom. You need morality and virtue to be married together to freedom in order to be able to declare God's truth, his goodness, his way, his order, so we can proliferate life and beauty and goodness and family. And all of that, I think, for Charlie, synchronized in 2020 and started to become, in my estimation, the boldest declarer of the Christian faith in the last 5 years. And I'm so honored to have been his friend and board member, all that kind of stuff. But he impacted my life and so many lives so deeply.
We've got about a minute to go. I just would love to get your reaction to the cross. You've seen that picture, no doubt. We've seen it. Such a beautiful, beautiful image of his widow, Erica. Your reaction when you saw that photo. Again, we got about 30 seconds. I just wanted to get you to weigh in on it. It really touched my heart.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, I mean, listen, Charlie is a man of faith. Erica is a woman of faith. You heard her speech last night. It was incredibly brave and bold. Her life mission has been dedicated to her Bible in 365 app to get people to literally read the Bible every day. I mean, these people are heroes of faith. They're not just nominal God bless America people. And I'm so proud to stand by them. And I think their message will proliferate across the country, and we'll see a turning point. That's what the word repentance means, to turn back to God again.
Are you going to try to help out Turning Point through this difficult time? Are you looking to play a role?
I'm on the board of Turning Point USA. Our board is getting together later today to strategize with the team. There will be 100,000, if not 1 million, Charlie Kirks next. That will be the next play by the grace of God.
Yeah, well, Erica said it yesterday in that video. You have no idea what you have unleashed. And if you watched her,
yes,
you have to believe that she is being animated in her grief by higher power. There's no question in my mind about that. Pastor David Engelhardt, thank you. I know your heart is heavy, and we're really grateful that you could share your beautiful words today.
Thanks, Pastor.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.